Everybody, and welcome back to Sports Central. Mark Jackson along with Hank Longo. And wow, what footage from the Tigers?
Spring training with the Tigers.
Oh, best 1-2 punch in baseball.
And
Prince Fielder, or I should say Cabrera, Miguel Cabrera and Prince Fielder. Then you have the best pitcher in baseball in
Verlander.
Justin Verlander. I mean, great article about him in, I can't remember what it was, Forbes or something like that. That it was real interesting insight into his life, his personality.
Yeah.
You know,
he's
so
going to be making
anyway, it was
a couple
great.
$100 million with this new contract. not bad wages to take home. Hey, we want to thank the folks at Abuelo's for being the sponsor of our second segment of Sports Central.
Absolutely. Well, we have a very smiling special guest coming up next, Mr. Micheal Mink with the Lakeland Raiders indoor football team, professional football team. The reason he's smiling, last week they beat their nemesis, the Florida Tarpons. You got to be just thrilled to death.
Yeah, it was good to get it off the back. You know,
Yeah,
it was exciting getting a stinky fish out of here. You know,
yeah, no kidding. 56-40. I mean, it was had a great game.
Yeah, we decided. You know, I had to talk with the team on Tuesday night. We didn't practice.
Yeah.
I brought them all in for a film session and pretty much scolded them for about 2 hours. You know, I said, if you're not bleeding, you know, Raider black and blue, then you don't need to be here. We got to be physical. You know, on Saturday night, we got to bring the game to them. You know, right? We can't back down. We can't be intimidated. So we came out with a different, you know, came out with some swag, and the guys were physical, and we pushed them around all game.
Well, the one before that, I think it was 41-36.
Yeah.
So they kind of, you know, got the upper hand, but not by much. But then you came back and just spanked them. You know, that was just unbelievable.
And we shot ourselves in the foot down there in Fort Myers. We had 12 penalties called, two touchdowns called back, you know, on some kind of ghost holding calls.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, on the road it's tough, and then we had you know, 2 interceptions. So, you know, it was to be only lose by 5. That's where we were pretty. You know, we knew if we played our game on Saturday night and didn't make the mistakes that we made the previous Sunday, we'd be okay.
What are I mean, this is a pretty quick offense if you're racking up this many points. For the folks that haven't been to a game yet, kind of fill them in on that part of the excitement, just the speed of it. You're up close and personal, all the fans, and
oh yeah, 50 by 28 box. You know, you're half the field on both ways. Yeah. You know, the outdoor football field, it's quick, but you got 8 guys, you got 2 guys in motion, so those receivers get a jump on the DBs. So either you got to have good DBs or you're going to give up a lot of points.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to get the quarterback. And Saturday night with Wallace, he's a veteran. You know, we were able to get to him, and that makes a difference because he throws off his back foot. You know, you put pressure on his face, and our D-line and linebackers did a great job, you know, Saturday night.
Well, that's kind of, no matter, I mean, in this league, and if you go into the NFL and you look at Brady and Manning and any
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, got to get the Packers in there. But you take any one of those great quarterbacks that just is picking you apart one game after another, and then you get the team where the guys are getting in the quarterback's face and they're making them run out of the pocket and they're getting them unbalanced.
Yeah.
Then it's a whole different game. Then they're not throwing the same way, and that's how they shut down that kind of an offense, is if your line and your backs can get in there and disrupt the quarterback and take him out of his rhythm.
Almost definitely. You know, we have a good quarterback in B.J. Hall, and I thought our offensive line did well. You know, we played various fullbacks this game. We tried to go bigger at fullback. And we have Tyler. We didn't play Tyler. He's a smaller tailback. You know, we went with D-end at fullback, and Adrian Smith, a local product. I went to FAMU. He's 230, you know, 6'2", 230, runs a 4.4. We put him at tailback for the first time. He had 2 touchdowns, so he did a great job for his first time back there.
Well, BJ was the Offensive Player of the Week, wasn't he?
Yeah, BJ Hall's been a blessing to have. You know, he's a very experienced quarterback.
Quick.
Yeah, he was Player of the Week this week in UIFL, and it was, you know, he's done a great job for us, both on the field and off the field.
Looking to April 12th, next game against Corpus Christi. You ever seen this team before?
Well, I've seen some of their players before. I mean, they have a really good quarterback in Robert Kent. He's been around for a while. He's a veteran. He's about 6'5". So he's another guy. You know, they're unbeaten right now. You know, they have to play Georgia on Monday night, so they got a short week preparing for us. They've got to, you know, go to Georgia, and they won't be home till probably Tuesday and Wednesday, and they got to play us on Friday. So we're flying up there Friday, and you know, we're looking to get a win and take over control of the league and control of the division.
Well, you're 3-1 now. I mean, you're in a better position, arguably, than anybody else. But it's you know, you're heading right down that path again.
Yeah, we've got to, like I said, we come with a big win against Texas, puts us 4-1. We control our own destiny. We're home the whole month of April and May. That's our last road game. Yeah. You know, so we can, you know, fortify the castle at the Lakeland Center and be the team to beat.
Yeah. How have the fans been this year? How the attendance and all of that? I know they're rocking and rolling. But.
Yeah, we have our season ticket base is doubled, you know, but we need to get more walk-up crowd, though. Yeah. We're not getting the walk-up crowd that we'd like, you know. You know, but we've had a lot of things going on in our games. We've had the first game we had the Strawberry Festival, and the last game we had was spring break. Yeah. You know, so hopefully that we're going to get a break with some of these dates, you know, that we have in April and May, and get, you know, even a bigger crowd. You know, I think us winning, you know, they love winning football up here in Lakeland. They're accustomed to it. Yeah. You know, so we're hoping that you know, that we can get some large crowds for those April May games.
Where do you recruit your players from?
Oh, they come from all over. We hold probably 4 tryout camps a year. Agents call us. Fede Azafefa, my director of player personnel, he does a great job looking at all the colleges. You know, we went down to Miami, looked at their team this year. University of Miami, South Florida, Florida State, Florida. You know, everything. You know, we go after all the colleges that we can.
Now, do these players, do they have the opportunity to go from your league into the NFL?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that, because we have last year we sent 3 players to NFL camps. We had Chargers, Jaguars, and also we had the Dolphins. And then this weekend at the Super Regional in Dallas Stadium, Roderick, our wide receiver, Roderick Jefferson, he is going to he got invited to the Super Regional at Dallas Stadium. So he's going up there, and the records indicate, you know, 1 out of 4 chance of signing a pro NFL contract. So Rod's right there in the middle of it, you know, so.
How exciting
for him. Yeah,
so
he's excited. And we had a bye week too, so it's even more exciting. You know, so, you know, he's looking forward to playing in Texas. He's in Dallas, you know, already today. He flew into Dallas, you know, but we're pulling for him to, you know, to get a contract at this Super Regional.
And what is the Super Regional?
Well, what happens is the NFL has combines all across the country, free agent combines. They have probably about 14 of them, and then out of those combines, they take the best players and they give them an invite to the Super Regional. Wow. And that's in Dallas Stadium on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Wow. So he got the invite.
It's like the college draft, but it's for free agents. And to get that to that Super Regional, like I said, 1 out of 4 players sign an NFL contract, and even another 15% get invited to free agent camp, you know, with the team. So he's right in the mix. He's right where he needs to be, you know, a chance to get an NFL contract. And, you know, like I said, we've moved more players, you know, up to, you know, as far as getting looks with the NFL than, you know, the Predators or Storm did, you know. So a lot of guys have come here because of that.
Well, it's interesting, too, because, you know, there's a lot of top-notch players in the NFL, you know, undrafted free. Clay Matthews, best linebacker in the NFL. Yeah. I mean, this guy, you know, undrafted free agent. Packers picked him up, boom. You know, all of a sudden the guy just steps up.
Yeah, they give him the opportunity, and they're off to the races.
So that's a good thing. You know, it's kind of a second chance, if you will, you know, to get things done. But, you know, I was looking at some of these stats, and the PF, the points for, you got 240 points this year.
Yeah,
that's phenomenal.
Yeah, we got some good offensive players. You know, I know I'm the coordinator, but I won't take the credit. We got a better offensive line this year. We have a whole brand new offense. Our offense we revamped it from A to Z. Coach Micheal Mink, he does a great job with me. Receivers coach and backs coach. You know, we're doing very well offensively, and we got to continue. Like BJ Hall is the captain on offense, and he's doing a great job finding an assortment of receivers that we have and talent we have at wide receiver position.
Now, how big are your linemen, your offensive linemen?
They're good size. We have Chris Rutledge. He was 3-year starter at University of Miami. He's about 6'4", 320 pounds. And we have Thed Watson was a 2-year starter at University of South Florida. He's about 6'4", about 320. And our center, Kevin McCaskill, he was a starter, 2-year starter at South Florida. He's about 6'1", 340. So they're pretty good sized kids.
Yeah,
they're hard to feed, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say.
All you can eat's all the time.
Oh my God!
But I mean, on the defense too, you know, you're not allowing a whole lot of points. I think there's 106 or something like that so far this season. I mean, that's pretty incredible too. I mean, did you beef up the speed of the backs, or what's made the difference?
We have two outstanding linebackers. Troy Johnson, who's a product from here, and also went to Iowa. And Sam Smith, that was in the NFL. He's made a big difference, and his speed is just unreal. And Kendrick Stewart on the D line, K2. You know, he's from Florida State and Lakeland product. Has done, you know, captain of the defense. He's always on that edge coming across. We got Manier, the depth center. He's a beast at center. You know, it was all UIFL last year. And then we just got Bradwell in from Florida State in Troy University. He's a 6'5", 6'4" D end. You know, to give us some length. And he made a big play on 4th down. He blocked the pass that that could have gave him a 1st down and give him momentum to take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Oof. That's some good stuff. So you really upgraded on the talent side of things. You know, looking at some of the teams coming up, you know, sort of familiar, but the Missouri Monsters, they're new to the league this year, aren't they?
Yeah, they're new to the league. They're right out of St. Louis, St. Charles, and so they'll be interesting. So with Corpus is new to the league too.
Yeah, they're new as well.
Yeah.
So does it present any more problems than, you know, teams that are a little more familiar with, like the Tarpons, or?
Well, as long as we get film on them, and we break it down just like in, you know,
just
NFL
any other
programs,
game,
any other game. You sit there and break it down, try to find tendencies, you know.
Yeah.
But our players have done a good job, and especially this last game against the Tarpons, you know, I got to credit the team. You know, it was a team win, and everybody put in, you know. And the way I feel about it is, you lose as a team, you win as a team, you know.
Well, that's some great stuff, Michael. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. I mean, we're excited about it. You know, we got a couple of games you and I got to get out to, and you know, do a little segment before the game or something. That'd be fun. And
yeah, it's always fun.
Maybe grab a couple of the players. We'll do it before you. We don't want to mess up.
Well, we lost our DB though. Our DB, he was special. He was DB of the week, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
Right after the game, the Cleveland Gladiators signed him. So.
Oh, really?
He got signed right after the game, and he was on a plane Sunday to Cleveland.
Now, who are the Cleveland Gladiators?
The AFL, yeah.
Okay.
They're one of the Storm competitors, yeah. But we had picked him up from the Sharks, and then he had played with me back in Carolina Speed when I was coach at Speed. And he had a great game for one game in and out, though. But we're going to miss him. Great team guy.
Yeah. Once again, Michael, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We're going to see you in a couple of weeks here, 12th. And it's going to be a tough game, but I think you guys are going to
those W's.
Yeah, we look forward to it. Thanks for having us on the show.
It's always great to chat with you.
All right, thanks.